A very good afternoon to the students of class 7. In the last class, we have completed with the chapter factorization. Today we are going to begin with a new chapter, that is chapter 22, framing equations and its solutions. Now, what is meant by the term equation? In algebra, an equation can be defined as a mathematical statement consisting of an equal to sign between two algebraic expressions that have the same value. As for example, you can see an example is given: 3x plus 5 is equals to 14. Here you can see something is present on the left hand side, and in between there is an equal to sign, and again on the right hand side something is present. So an equation is nothing but something equals to something. In the left hand side you have 3x plus 5, and on the right hand side you have got 14, and in between what is present? Equals to sign. You have got an equal to sign. That is what is stated in the definition, that an equal to sign will be present in between two algebraic expressions. Got it? So this is the basic meaning or definition of equation. Now here, what is the main motto of an equation? The main motto of an equation is to find the value of the unknown variable present in it. So here in the expression 3x plus 5 is equals to 14, here the unknown variable present is x. X is the unknown variable. In present of x, if y or z or anything could have been present, that would have termed as an unknown variable, and we need to calculate, or we need to take out, or we need to find the value of the unknown variable of the given equation. Now we are going to study about how to solve an equation. Understood? How to solve an equation. First, we will learn about two methods. The first method is that, see here it is given x minus 5 is equals to 7. Here with x minus 5 is present, so you are going to add that plus 5, means x minus 5 plus 5. Now the question rises that why are we adding? Because we need to calculate the value of the unknown variable. We need this value, the value of x. That means for taking out the unknown value, we need to eliminate the constant terms which are attached with it. That is why we are going to just add plus 5 to it, because we know that minus 5 plus 5 becomes 0. So on one side we cannot add, that means on the other side also we will have to add plus 5. So finally we are getting this and this gets cancelled. We will get x equals to 7 plus 5, which is equals to 12. So this is one of the method. Next, these all will come under a single method, that elimination method. Now here see, x plus 9 is equals to 15. Now here with x you have got 9 attached. That means you need to eliminate this 9. So 9 is given in plus. So that means you need to minus 9 on both sides. That is why 9 has been subtracted on both sides. And thereby you have got x equals to 15 minus 9, which is equals to 6. Done? Next, part 3. Both sides of an equation can be multiplied by the same number. As you can see that x by 7 is equals to 4. So here divided by 7, that means what? 1 by 7 has been attached with this x. So what you will do, in order to eliminate with x, you multiply with 7. So you cannot multiply on a single side, you need to multiply on both the sides. So that means x by 7 into 7 equals to 4 by 7. Now this 7 and 7 gets cancelled. On the left hand side, that is LHS, you only have x, and on the RHS you have 7 into 4, that is equals to 28. Next one. Here see, both the sides of an equation can be divided by the same number. Now see, here you have 5x equals to 35. So on both sides, here 5 is being attached with x, they are in multiplication relation. So what you will do is you are going to divide on both sides with 5. The same number has to be divided on both the sides. So LHS also, RHS also, you are dividing by 5. So 5x by 5 equals to 35 by 5. Now 35 by 5 gives you 7, and this side 5 and 5 is getting cancelled, and you are having only x equals to 7 as the answer. So in this way we are going to find out the value of the unknown variable. So this is one of the method. Next we are going to learn about an alternative method. Okay, we are going to study about an alternative method. Now let's see what's there in the alternative method. Here you will find that when an equation is given, the number attached with it will change its side. Means -5 is present on the left hand side, so when it will go in the right hand side, it will become plus 5. So change of side means change of sign. Remember this fact. Change of sign means change of side means change of sign. So now this -5 went that side, and thereby you are getting 2x is equals to 7 plus 5, that is 12. So x will be equals to this 12 divided by 2. 12 divided by 2. This 2 went down in the denominator, and after that 2 gets cancelled with 12. 12 gets cancelled with 2, and you are getting 6, because 2 6 are 12. Thereby you are getting x equals to 6. Next one. Now p divided by 3 equals to 5. Here p divided by 3 means what? P by 3 is equals to 5. Next what you will do? By 5 means what? In the denominator you have 1. So now when you cross multiply, you will get that p into 1 equals to 5 into 3. Now p into 1 means p. So p is equals to 5 into 3, which means 15. Understood? So in this way we have found out the value of the unknown variable. Next one. Y into 5 equals to 45. So now this into will become divide. Plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, multiply becomes divide, and divide becomes multiply. Okay, whenever there is a change of side. See, here it is written by change of side. So here this 5 will go down in the denominator, because y into 5 equals to 45. Therefore y will be equals to 45 by 5. So now you cancel out 45 with 5, and you will get 9 as the answer. Next one, sum number 4. Here you have m minus 9 is equals to 7. Now see, m minus 9 you have equals to 0, sorry, m minus 9 equals to 0. So this 9 will go over here. That means minus 9 is there. When it will go on the right hand side, it will become 0 plus 9. The minus 9 is changing into plus 9. So 0 plus 9 means 9 only. So this is the value of m. Therefore you are getting m is equals to 9. Understood? So in this particular expression or equation, you are getting m as the unknown variable whose value you need to find out. Understood, children? So you are going to note all these down in your classwork notebook, and whenever you will be asked to submit the homework, only at that time you are going to submit, otherwise not. Okay, children? So thank you for today.